According to the thing, people are not subscribed. Please subscribe. And the subscription is greetings and welcome back to the channel. It's for the first time you're coming across my channel, please remember to subscribe. Today to talk about 10 things you should have in your disaster preparedness. In no special order, I'm gonna present 10 things that you should have in a disaster preparedness kit. One, in my opinion, a radio. But this is more than a radio. Here I have a flashlight. So this is a radio and a flashlight together. And it's not just a radio and a flashlight, it's also solar powered. It's also water resistant. So it's got here, so this is a charging port. That's a charging port. And then here it's it's a power bank. So you can charge your phone or anything else from here. Let me switch it on while I'm at it. So there's a light, right? Yeah.
973. We're going to the line.
Yeah, that.
We're going up to talk to Michael in Edinburgh. Slightly different scenario. The BMA announced about GPs in England. But Michael, what would you like to say?
Good afternoon, Carol. It's a article in the British Medical Journal dating back to 2000.
Right, so that's switched off now. So the second one is water. Water. If it's a situation where you don't have access to water, but by right you should have at least a liter of water to keep you for the day. 2 liters is the required amount, but if you have a maximum, that should serve you a day. You need enough for 3 days, so you need 3 of this one. Water. Now if you don't have access to water, this is what I suggest. If you don't have access to water, this is a filter. This is a water filter. So it works like a straw. It comes with this little cap here. You can put it around your neck and think you can just put it around your neck like so. Let me demonstrate. There we are. So you can wear it around your neck like that. And then when you find any water source, if there's no contamination, whether you know or you don't know, so you just suck it like a straw and the water goes through here and filtered while it's coming up. So this is a water filter. Right. Third thing you should always have, in my opinion, this is number 3. No special order, as I said, is cash. Cold hard cash. The reason I said that is, let's say there's a disaster. All the machines are down. And if you go in a shop to buy something, you won't be able to pay by card. So I would suggest you have at least £20 in cash on you. Food. So next thing I want to suggest is food. Canned food. They have some pre-prepared food that is in a packet. If I could find that, most likely the army use it or things like that. So if I could find that, I'll put it somewhere here. Yeah. So next thing is food. Rope in your disaster preparedness kit. And this is just my suggestion. You can go online and check what the different authorities on this type of topic suggest, and I'm sure that it will either be the same or even close. And then after rope, bags. Remember last time I said I was gonna talk to you about bags, about waste. So this is a zip bag. These cost a bit more. So my suggestion is, depend on how you budget. and to prepare this thing here. I suggest these bags. It's like a doggy bag or a carrier bag, and you just rip it off, and then to dispose your waste, you just use it like a glove. So you know, like how people would have pick up the doggy business. You just do the same, then you just turn it inside out, tie it, and then in your bin bag, right? So that's how that's for waste disposal. Another way you could deal with the waste disposal is the way your cat. I don't know if you have a cat, but I have. He have a way how he use his paws to dig a hole in the ground, and then doing business, and then cover it back. So that's another way, because the earth break it down after a certain amount of time, and it's less likely to contaminants. So if you dig a hole, so you get in the disaster, you probably don't have a knife or whatever, but if you have a piece of stick, and you use it to dig a hole, do your business in there, and then cover it back. That's my suggestion. So it's one of those things. Now, I mentioned before mask. To have a mask in case there is a leakage or anything like that. To have a mask. But the best mask to have, in my opinion, is the N95. So I already put it in the other video, but I will still put it here. Is to have a mask, right? Now, after the mask, you have a first aid kit. It's my daughter first aid kit. It's got all the things in there. I showed it before, so I will also put it here. That's a first aid kit. Then you should have wipes. Now, there's no particular special wipes to have. It's just wipe. This is just my suggestion, and you can use it to do like wipe yourself up wherever, and sweat wipe, freshen up in the morning or in the evening, and dispose it the same way in the bags. So that's one of the other things that you could put in your disaster preparedness kit. Next thing I want to suggest is battery. Battery is a good thing to have. Even though I have the solar powered radio, I also have battery on standby. So it's good to have battery on standby, because whosoever don't have a solar powered battery probably have a flashlight like this, so you need battery to power it. Then if you're gonna need to light a fire to warm up your tin food or any food where you have, these are one of the things that I would suggest. It's a thing that it some blocks, you see it. It's what them use for barbecue, so it's easy to get the fire going. So if you want to light a fire, you have to look for branches here, branches there, things like that. But if you have something like this in your disaster preparedness kit, it's got 24 blocks. So it's easy to light the fire. And I have my matches here. It's the same brand. I'm not promoting any body product. This is just things I have in my disaster preparedness kit. It is the matches. So there's 24 blocks. There's 50 sticker matches in here. Yeah. So that's one of the things. And if you notice again, I put it in a plastic bag. So I'm gonna go over them again in no special order. So this is the solar powered radio. Nice. Solar powered radio with a flashlight. Look at that. Yeah. Then water. Then your water filter. You can have both. Food, tin food or other type of food. First aid kit. Wipes. Battery. A mask. Bags for waste disposal. Rope. And your fire source. Your fire source. I will suggest two bonus items. Two bonus items that you could have in your disaster preparedness kit. Two more. So if you watch this video to the end, this is the bonus items. The bonus items is a can opener for those that have cans that don't have the easy opening like this. Don't have the easy opening and you need an opener. So it's good to have a can opener so that you can avoid having accident in cutting yourself. And a whistle. I don't have one with me, but I will look for one and put it here. Those are the other two you could put in a disaster preparedness kit, and that would make it 12 items. So it's 10 and then 2 bonus items. So I think this is the last one on this series. You see, I figure out a way how to come up with solutions to different problems. I realize in life that people don't want to hear your problems. You know, people want, in my opinion, you to come up with solution to their problems. So from today, I won't be telling anyone about my problems on this channel, maybe another channel. So I will come up with a different solution for different problems, and that's the way I'm gonna be moving forward on this channel. If you want to hear about my problems, then what I'll do, you comment, and then I will put it in the description box so that whoever is interacting can click on that and then go and hear about my problem. But on this channel here, this is to help or make suggestion to your problem, right? And this is just one of the things that is I believe will be helpful. Recently they have a hurricane in the Caribbean, and about a month later still no electric. So that's one of the reasons why I came up with this this disaster preparedness series, so that people in future, because hurricane is a year-to-year thing in the Caribbean and even in the Americas. Here in Europe, where I am in the UK here, it's not so much likely, but just in case this thing should happen, especially the cash will come in and other things in terms of for those type of disaster. Because if the electric was to go off for a week here in the UK, this is summer, but let's say go off for a week in winter, I don't want to imagine, but you can imagine the devastation if you don't have anything to light a fire and you don't have a torch and you don't have a radio, because a radio is something that is very important. Because let's say there's an announcement, this radio here, you will hear what is going on, so that if there's a place where people would meet up, or if they're giving out things, you would this is very good to acquire the information so that you survive. So it's good to have a radio, and a solar powered radio, whether it's winter or summer or spring, work all the time. In this winter sun, the few hours you get, you can put it out there to charge, and it will work the whole night. Because I run this last night at test, and it run the whole night. When I wake up this morning, there was still light, and it still have some light to show you where I'm going. So it's good to have a solar powered radio or a solar powered flashlight, or something like this which have both. Yeah, well, anyway, enough of me ranting. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and join me again for the next one. Yeah, because this is the solution. Have a good day. Into the thing, people are not subscribed. Please subscribe. And the subscription is...
Turn our focus to what's going on in the Middle East tonight, where some suggestions suggest we are closer to full regional war than we've been in a very, very long time. Israel reportedly hasn't confirmed it, but everyone believes it is Israel. I mean, it says the but of course even more civilians, notably women and children. But above all, this is as going after the head of Hamas in Iran soon after they were attending the inauguration of Iran's new president is a very significant blow. And I think the issue is going to be how and where and in what form the promised Iranian retaliation will come. And of course, just remember, it's also just a few days after Fuad Shukr, who is was a very senior member of Hezbollah, was killed in a similar attack in the south part of Beirut in Lebanon. Of course, he was a leading member of